everyone, it's the non-fictional explainer here. Today I'll be showing you how to animate in the short series I'm creating. This episode focuses on the basics of SFM, movement, camera, and lighting. It also will show how to get models on the ground and some other stuff you would need to know. I would actually recommend watching the Valve tutorials posted, but this one is for people who just want to animate starting immediately. Alright, so let's dive into it. If you don't know this, is some models are not in SFM, so you need to download them from the workshop. First of all, you'll need to create a new session. The name, you have to create a name, and you have to select your frame rate. So we're just going to do that, and I recommend 72 or 60 frames per second. Alright, let's load in the map now. SFM right now is having some problems, so you just exit out, go back in. Great. Alright, now we need to load the map. Right click with your mouse over the screen and click this option called Load Map. This one's very small, so you can adjust the size of the actual box. We're going to be using right now a FNAF map I downloaded from the workshop. It takes a while for the map to load, so be patient. Okay. As you can see right now, it is completely dark and we can't see anything. So let's right click on the screen again and click Enable Lighting. This can help you see. Now go down here. Click this, left click on this little arrow down here. Hover over Change Scene Camera and then click New Camera. Then you hold the left button on your mouse and move around. You can move around the space using WASD, E as forward or left, right, and back, Z and X for up and down, and R for rolling. As you can see, there is currently nothing in this map that we can use to animate, which is good, unless you want a space like this. So we're actually going to use that space. Alright, now let's talk about loading in models. Go over to the Animation Set Editor by either right-clicking or pressing the plus button. And go to New Light, because we don't want to keep this. Then go ahead and go over to the screen again and click Enable Lighting. You see we have a light now. Drag, click and hold the option and drag it to the screen. And as you see, we can't move right now because we're in the timeline. You can either go to you can either go to the motion editor, or the clip editor. Clip editor is easier to use. So now we can hover over and use the light. Right now we want to create a scene that looks like it's bright. So what we'll do right now is we'll color the light to make it look like day. We'll need orange. If you look down here, you see there is no orange. We actually have to mix our own colors. So hold green and drag it to this point. And then try and mix with some colors to find that orange. All you gotta do now is put more lights so we can see better. Use the middle mouse to extend the wideness of the light. Now if we go to the camera, we see that the pizzeria is with lights. So now let's talk about models. Go to the plus button and click on Create Animation Set for New Model. You can use any model you want, but right now we're going to use a Freddy model. As you can see, there are thousands of models I've downloaded from the workshop. But I want a Freddy, so I'm just going to put the filter as Freddy. And it'll show me all the results for Freddy. We have E models. We also have tons of props as well. As you can see, the Freddy is kind of small, so go over here, right click on the model and go to Utilities and click Add Scale to Models and click and drag until the model is appropriately sized. There we go. Now all we have to do is pose him, which leads us to pose to pose animation. Right now we want him to have a desk, so I'm going to search for a new model, go to all files, all mods, and put table. Okay, to drag a model, we can either use this or some other tools down here. Press W as shortcuts. W allows us to go in one direction only, and these as well. E will allow us to rotate the object, and R is the thing we just saw earlier. So right now I just want to make it like that. And we're gonna grab the root transform of Freddy and move him back. This is where pose-to-pose animation comes. Now, because we want the camera here, we can't exactly move it unless you want bad spots. So, hold Control and then click on Camera. And now we've switched to the work camera. Now, we can safely animate. As you can see, the frame rate is kind of bad, so click to enable lighting to help with the model. Alright, now we want to make him look like he's sitting. So, hold Control and hold Shift to add more than one on Control. And switch to E for rotating. The legs are a little close, so we'll separate them. Now we just have to check if he's actually on the table. As you can see right now, we are rotating every piece of the body with a skeleton with it. Now let's get to the part where all of you have been waiting for. Animating. Animation is kind of tricky in SFM. It's sometimes glitchy too. So it's, as you see here in the timeline, right here, we can move it left and right, and that'll change the animatronic. I'll do an example right now. I'll press M to make a bookmark, and in that bookmark you can do whatever you want to the selected piece. And if we go to, and if you click the arrow button, the top one, it'll go back. And now if we press a space button, which is play, you see that the arm moves. That's what we meet today in SFM. You can undo any action by holding Control and Z. Right now we want to animate camera 1. So, click the plus or right click in the viewport and click Create Animation Sets for Existing Element. And click Camera 1. That will allow us to move the camera. So switch to your work camera, and now you can animate it. So we want sound to go with this, right? So go to the timeline. So go to the clip editor and click on either music, dialogue, or effects. There's even a bottom one that says effects. To add an override material effect, click the track and click material overlay effect. Or you could press color correction effect, engine post effect, or ASL grain effect. Right now we want that. So you can see it's pretty small. So let's extend it the entire shot. Simply zoom in, hold the clip and drag it, and you see the clip gets longer. Do this for the entire animation if you want. Alright, now we want some audio. Right click here, press add clip to track, and we simply press, you have to create your own dialogue folder. So we've got tons of files that lead back to Speakonia.
Hey guys, it's me, Bob.
We want this right now. So, click that. I'm experiencing some technical difficulties right now because the audio isn't playing for any of these.
Hello, me baby. Don't.
Let me just see the problem right here.
Good. Now turn on Freddy so we can see what's. Hello. And welcome to the Freddy Fazbear video manual for repairing the animatronics.
Right now, Source Filmmaker is experiencing some technical difficulties.
Hello, me baby.
Oh my god! Foxy put on his head! What the hell? That hurt! Maybe we should consider getting... Hey guy.
Foxy, can you come?
The plan is almost.
Okay, hey guys. No, not at all. You see tons of animators use us, Freddy, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna use that file. And to animate the camera, we just have to simply click on the shot, go to the motion editor, use the work camera to move the camera. Right now we're gonna make the camera move to Freddy. So click M, and then just wait for the file to play out, and then stop it where you want to, and simply move the camera using the green arrow to make it forward, blue arrow for up, and red for right.
Yes.
Alright, now let's animate Freddy. Click his mouth joint and simply use these little arrows right here to animate. And just like that, he lip syncs.
Yes.
And there you go. You've learned how to animate so far. Alright, now let's talk about something completely different, like rigging. Right click on a figure and click on and select near rig. You can also change his color. Wait, what's going on? What the hell is that? I have no idea what's going on right now, or what the hell that is. So right now, as I said, go to rig, and you want to subscribe to the rig universal. And now all this has changed as arms. So now we can select any part we want and rig it. So we're gonna make him wave. Click on the right hand, and now you actually want to use this tool. So now we animate. Move the arm up. And now let's take a look at that.
Yes.
That looks good. Alright, now I'm thinking we add some music. We have some soundtracks here that we already downloaded. That seems okay.
Yes.
But that's way too loud. So, right click on the sound and click set volume. Now you can't do it any higher than that, but you can put it to 0.56. And what will that do? Now
Yes.
listen. That lowered it a bit. Now let's lower it a bit more. 0.41.
Yes.
As you can see, it's lowered a bit more, but we need like 0.30, like that.
Yes.
As you can see, that's absolutely perfect. Now we can enable the lighting. If you want to make your models more shiny or a different color, go to right click on him and put add override materials and click on show in element viewer as model. And now we can, if we click here and click his body, we then go to add attribute, float, and simply type $Fong boost. As you can see, it did nothing, but when we click on this and make it 6, we see that it becomes shiny. That's a little too much, so I'm going to put it to 3. As you can see, the model is now more shinier. Looks more wet. That's better. Also, the lights can be very bright, so lower the intensity if you have to. Though nothing will work in the clip editor, so gotta watch out for that. If you want to change his colors though, do the same thing I taught you, but now make it to color. Then we put $color. And we can simply change it to red. Any color you want, actually. It's not working right here, but it should work for the rest of you. And now to simply export this small animation. Let's see it in action.
Yes.
Let's actually shorten this. You can actually make clips. Click on the shot and hold Shift and B to split it in half. We're going to delete shot 2 and pull this in. Now we're going to do the exact same thing with the song.
Yes.
And now we can click on File and click Export and then put Movie. Save. Now you just need a direction to where it's going. For me, I put it to FNAF Audio S and just name it. I recommend getting QuickTime because they have They have MP4 for source filmmaker, so that means you can also choose other options like lights, particles, effects, and models. You can also choose other entities too to make models show up. But because it's like there will be tables in that area, we don't have to do that. Now we just click export movie. It should take a couple of minutes, but then it'll be worth it. Because it's a short animation, it shouldn't take long. And just like that, the animation was saved. So now you can exit Source Filmmaker. And now you have learned the complete tips of how to use Source Filmmaker. And if you want, you can check out your file where you left it.
Yes.
And there we go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was really helpful. Thank you for watching. This has been the Non-Fictional Explainer.